Hannah, I'm so excited to talk about your dating life. And I know you have the best stories ever.
Thank you.
And your dating experience and stories like hits on all of the topics that I want to talk about so much. And the most exciting one being that you're moving to France with a beautiful Frenchman. Man, even. Just one.
Yeah, just one.
For the moment. No, but who you met on Tinder.
I did.
Like you were a, I don't know, Tinder success story.
Yeah, it was interesting. So in 7 days, I'm leaving to move to southern France. And Jerome and I met on Tinder. It was just, I don't know, we just matched and I thought he was pretty good looking and he thought that I was really pretty. So yeah, it just ended up working out, yeah.
We're gonna dig a lot more into that, but I kind of want to go back to the very beginning because you've been through so much before you met him, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Starting off with the thing a lot of us go through, heartbreak.
It was horrendous.
Like, you went through the toughest time. I don't know how you bounced back from that.
It was bullshit.
Do you mind sharing?
Yeah, absolutely. So my ex and I, we were together for 6 years. Things have been rough. You know, I was finishing my master's and he was finishing his law degree. So of course that's going to put pressure on any relationship, but we had both agreed that this is something we are committed to and we want to work on it. And we had been planning a vacation for quite some time. You know, we'd both finished. I've defended my thesis. He's done his exams. This is gonna be a time to regroup as a couple. That did not happen. So the day before we were supposed to leave, he comes home from writing his final exam. I had just defended my thesis. I'm in bed because I was exhausted.
Yeah.
He pulls me out of bed, literally pulls me out of bed. I'm in my PJs, says to me he doesn't love me anymore. I need to find a new place to live because it was his family's condo and that I'm not going on the vacation. And so within 15 minutes, you know, me trying to absorb everything he had just said to me, my life is like changing emotionally, physically in front of me. So I was forced through the stages of grief. I didn't have time to work through them at my own pace, so to speak. I had to like just haul ass through them because if I didn't, I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't have been able to keep going.
It's almost like there's pros and cons to it. It's almost your advantage that he literally dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
It's like it accelerates. The pain is just unbelievable. But again, like he's just completely out of sight. Like you can't keep any contact because he's cut it. A very similar thing happened to me. I won't get into it. But again, it was like he did it and he bolted, and then I got some email correspondence, and that was about it.
Thanks.
But I never saw him again, and now in hindsight, like years later, I'm glad I never saw his face again. But it was really fucking weird.
Yeah.
And he's still in Toronto. But anyways, moving on. But okay, so you got your support network, which is obviously the main thing. And then, like, what was it like being single again after 6 years in a serious relationship? And was this the first time you were starting to online date and everything?
Yes, I'd never been on Tinder, Bumble. I didn't do OkCupid, but I did the phone app dating, so I'd never done that before.
So I think it's a really interesting debate. I think so many people kind of tend to brandish dating apps as, oh, it's just hookup culture. You're gonna get dick pics and everyone just wants sex. But then there's also success stories too. So you can't cast it in one way. And I think as long as people are open or like, okay, this is what I'm looking for, or actually, you know, I do want to meet someone, I'm not going to jump into bed like straight away or whatever.
Yeah.
But for you, what was your take on it, that how you wanted it?
It's great because after, 5-6 years with my ex, like there was a lot of problems. We weren't intimate as much as I wanted, and I enjoy being engaged intimately, like often. So that wasn't happening. And I just didn't feel sexy anymore. I didn't feel hot. And I was like, what's wrong? And the relationship had problems. So again, in hindsight, you're like,
it was a blessing in
your
disguise.
life. Yeah. I'm great. So going on Tinder, I actually was like, oh my God, I'm a sex goddess. Like, I got such a positive response for who I am as a person. I got a lot of like, whoa, your body's great. And I'm like, really? That's super cool to hear because, I'm just a regular gal. I've got hang-ups like about my body like a lot of women do.
You're so confident. I feel like did you approach guys? Did you go after what you wanted?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're not shy like
I just
that.
don't care. Like I don't, whatever sort of social standards that people think that there are, or playing some sort of dating game. I really don't care.
Yeah.
If you're down with what I bring to the table, cool, let's hook up. If not, okay, well then fine, goodbye. Like, it was nice meeting you.
So you don't get embarrassed in terms of like
no.
taking a chance and chat people up
No.
or making that move?
No, I would usually...
I need some of that.
I would usually be the one to initiate contact. I was like, you're cute, what's up? Like, let's hang out. Let's have drinks, what are you doing? Talking to my girlfriends at work and outside of work, they're like, Hannah, how do you keep track of all of them? Because it was just like a flood, and it was like I was a kid in a candy store. I was like, this is amazing.
How many days a week
all of Toronto wants to hook up with me. Oh my gosh, I had a calendar on my wall with their different initials on the calendar, so I could keep track of like who's who today. Like, I'd have all their initials so I'd remember their names, because I was like, oh man, I was just like, no, there's so many. It was great. I loved it. But there is,
and there's that like argument as well about the idea of abundance and so many people out there. But then, like you said, why not kind of get your fill of it? Like before you meet that person that you're like, okay, now I know there's an innuendo in everything I say. Sorry. But I don't even intend it. But there is.
It was so interesting to see how spooked men would get when I would be forward about what I would want.
Yeah.
This is where I stand. What would you like? And I would get a lot of like, oh, you're really intense, or I'm very abrasive.
Yeah.
And I would just be putting out there what I'm looking for out of this meetup or whatever.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. And so...
How did Jerome win you over? Like, what was the turning point? Like, what made him different? How did you know he was the one?
Yeah. That's a good question. He's extremely considerate. He's very considerate. He's willing to be emotionally vulnerable, and
that's hard to find, right?
I was just so taken aback by how genuine he was.
Yeah.
And there's something, he's French, and he romanced me. He's really sweet. He's got a great sense of humor. He's a little awkward and weird when you get to know him, which I really like.
Yeah.
And he was willing to be that way with me. And we just got along really, really well once I gave him a chance. Because he told me that, he was like, I was going to give up on you because you just kept dodging me.
Oh, I'm so glad you kept
going. We're together because of him. Because he said to me...
It's so nice he was so smitten that he just kept on romancing you.
Yeah, he said to me that our relationship, he thinks that that's what love at first sight was. And I, and I was really able to be me. And the women that we work with were, would say things to me like, it's so nice to see the real Hannah. It's so nice to see this Hannah. And Jerome really likes this wild, spontaneous, impulsive, often reckless side of me. He really enjoys that.
Yeah. He wasn't asking you to change big time.
Exactly.
Like,
And, I can do that sort of wild, spontaneous thing with him. Yeah. And he's, my balance. He's my calm, my methodical thinker, but loves to party and go out with me too, right? And it's great. We really do complement each other. We have a really open communication channel. We do a really good job of communicating. And something I learned over the years, and going through therapy as well, because I was devastated and I didn't know what to do after the breakup. So I went to therapy, and my therapist was incredible in that she said, it takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable. And you are stronger than you think to deal with this. And I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, it does. I'm fucking awesome. Like, look what I just went through. And I made it here.
Yeah.
And so she said, it's scary to be vulnerable, but you need to be for a relationship to be successful. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay it out. This is who I am. And I left that channel open for Jerome to do the same. And so we just clicked so well, and it just accelerated our relationship. But also his visa was expiring in December. And so we really had to be open, like, what are we doing? What is it that we want? He said, why don't you come to France? So, I'd never been to Europe before. I've never traveled before. All I've done my whole life is work and go to school and, just do the grind and do what's right and save. And so I was like, you know what? I'm in my 30s. Fuck it. I gotta go. I gotta do this.
So I've got a parting gift for you, and it's travel size.
Okay, fantastic.
I feel like it's right up your alley.
Okay, oh my gosh. It's a dildo.
Well, it's travel size one.
Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. You know me. That's so it's actual goodies. This is great. It's travel
Okay,
time. So during my flight, when I get bored, when the in-flight movie's horrible,
Basically.
use the bullet. Oh my
There's
god.
that. Okay,
too
so
much.
that's a candle that's also massage oil, and this is
Nice.
called Nipple Nibbler's Tingle Balm. The lady let me smell it in the shop. It smells delicious.
I love it. It's perfect.
Anyways, and it's in the travel thing
Perfect.
for when you're going through security. And that's the whatever the travel minimum liquid thing.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
So it's, anyways,
Yeah.
you get the point.
That's awesome. Thank you so
No
much. It's
worries.
hilarious. I'm so glad I could participate. This is great. This is great. Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.
My pleasure.